all of our ignorance is their permission to. I know you like to turn up like that, with a drink to pull up like that. Well, baby, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Just make sure the God in you stays where it's at. You're the rising sun of a new day begun. Grind on till victory's won. I pray you do your thing till earth and heaven ring. Just don't forget where you come from.
Let me talk to him. Oh, you ain't heard it before? That spirit you take for granted is the God in your soul. It's a price that you owe. It can never be owned. So for this valued dollar, it can never be sold. We were kings and queens in the motherland. Problem is we shouldn't have spared the rod or the father's hand. Yo, where the fathers at? Kids raising kids. So basically they never really raised but more assisted. Thrown to the system for criminal definition instead of dreaming for better and taking care of your business. I promise. We've been gods from the crib. Thing is, you can call a king a slave if he don't know who he is. Man, it's blasphemy.
Why would you treat yourself like that? Stop all that blasphemy. We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. You're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. God, God, God. Baby, you're a god, believe that.
Take a minute and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange radio show.
Any trouble, because I get into any trouble, but I had a problem that this then became a discussion at that workplace environment. Now, the discussion was I should have been more sensitive. In what way was my first response? And I guess when I had to meet with that said person who had the issue with the person who was said leader of that organization.
Okay.
I said, well, to that person, how would I have known that? Well, you should have asked.
I think so. You want my opinion?
It was a circle, and I was willing to go on that merry-go-round.
You are better than most.
Yeah.
I think that's normal when you're in a group and there's norming. Most of the time when you're in new work environments or you're in a space where you're getting to know people, it's normal now to ask for people's preferred pronouns. You wouldn't have known
normal
that.
To who? What is normal?
Well, you work in social. You work
I don't
in social
feel the
innovation
need to give
and
my pronouns, so it's not normal to me.
You don't, but I think because I feel like the person was probably offended because they felt like you were not honoring whoever they are, right? But you wouldn't have known that.
Still to this moment, I don't know what their pronouns are. So in that
they didn't offer
circle, we still don't know. So I'll go as far as saying I perceived it to be a she.
Perceive them to be a she.
Them.
Yeah.
Her, him, they,
them. It seems like they, them would be the easiest one on this one.
Join us every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. for the Artist Exchange radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
I said he's dead. Oh,
6 years after he passed away.
It states she reportedly had heard rumors, but nothing substantial. But then you put the rumors to
while
death.
They were still married.
You sentenced the rumors to death.
While they still were married, she heard rumors.
Right. Okay. Probably all her life she's heard rumors. Like you're dating, you're dating your dad, right? Y'all look just alike. I'm like, girl, somebody told me you dating your father. You know, that's what kind of people. You know he gay, right, Percy?
Please, why are you laughing at him? Don't laugh at him. Please don't.
Okay, let me continue with the story.
Oh, man.
Even today, it's still funny. Oh my gosh, if you haven't heard this show, it's Talk Lately. And it's only on BeExposedRadio.com every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and on YouTube. Just go to Be Exposed Radio.
I'll be up in the way. 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 Running on my face. Gucci guilty on my face. I'll be up in the way. 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 Bedroom phone ring, girl in t-shirt answers me. I get off on the way that she answers me. First time saw her, I knew she was the one.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry.
And we are live. We are back. We are back. We are back.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now.
Today, ooh, that was hectic. Today is Wednesday. Once again, we are on the show. This is Skylyne Radio Show. I definitely was about to mess those words all the way up.
Nice.
My name is T the Busy Bee.
I'm your boy Skylyne Mark.
And we have a guest host and a special guest with us today. Our guest host, he actually has a show on Be Exposed Radio as well. He comes on from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.
That is correct. That is correct.
Yes.
Hello, Skylyne Foundation, Skylyne Radio Show.
Skylyne
Yes.
Models, Skylyne Baking Babes.
Everything.
The Skylyne brand is growing.
It is the.
I drink to that. Rich James, living a rich life.
If everything goes well, Skylyne Barbershop and Beauty Salon by the end of 2020.
And we have someone interested in investing in that.
Hey, I mean, look, I found a little bit more heart today to actually go forward with it. And I feel like, at one point in time, this will be my life where I am just doing hair and and running the foundation. That's, part of life.
Someone asked me the guy that's interested in possibly being an investor. He said, now this Tiana, you say she's always doing hair, so she gonna be the boss? I said she paid the cost to be the boss. I said you remember Beauty Shop with Queen Latifah? He says, yeah, Queen Latifah ran the show. I said that would be Tiana. Tiana's the boss. She's a head honcho, and she would run the show and make sure everything runs smooth, just like she does everything with Skylyne. Because don't let size fool you, or she be in full effect action when it comes to Feed the Homeless events, especially in DC, because, wow, that's all I can say.
They are hectic out there.
Man, hectic ain't even the word.
Right.
We can't say the word on this PG radio show.
Yes, we are PG, so there's no cussing.
We slip every now and then, but
we sure do.
It is what it is.
I definitely got to get on. I gotta make it to one of those events, especially the
we need you to.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You're an entrepreneur. This is your city. Come on, baby. We need your assistance.
I think I'm like you, Mark. I'm a native New Yorker.
You're on the outside looking in. I'm on the outside looking in, but I'm on the inside trying to find a way for everyone to look on the outside.
Yeah.
There's more to life than just your block, your neighborhood, your section of the city. It's
so much more.
Think outside the box. It's a big world out there.
Who's our guest
Right.
we have here? Right.
We got a special guest here today. That's my best friend. Would you like to introduce yourself? I'll let you introduce yourself.
Sure. So, I go by Drew Keys. I'm a musician. I play the keyboard, hence the keys in my name. I've been playing piano for about 15 years now. Play for a bunch of different R&B bands, go-go bands, churches. The latest band I've been with is TCB, Bounce Beat Kings.
TCB.
Yeah, catch them at Power every Thursday.
Yes, the free promo.
The plug. I've also been producing for about 5 years with the AIM Society out in Silver Spring. You know, we do a lot over there, from videography to photography to graphic design and all that, and of course music production over there. I'm also a music teacher, so you know, if you want to learn piano, you know, get at me. Or if you want to learn how to produce, so those are the main things that I do as a musician.
I've always wanted to learn how to play the piano.
Yeah,
but I think I'm too old though.
Nah, you're not never too old.
I'm only 21, but you know, I got a lot of experience.
Exactly.
Right.
I'll get to that. I'll get to that, bro.
Right, like,
Look,
I'm like, who taught you?
25 years of experience, that's a lot of experience.
Right.
To still be 21?
Yeah.
Still be running these streets?
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm trying to be like you one day. I'm gonna be 21
We're gonna let
like
Mark go. We're gonna hold Mark
to the lessons. Oh yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, I teach. I normally will like drive to my students, so they'll come to me. But I'm gonna start an online class, so I can just like sign you up online. You can watch the videos, so I can reach more people. So,
that's what's up.
Coming soon. Yep.
Yes.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, you can. What's up?
So, so you write music?
Yeah, I write mainly when I'm producing. I don't really write lyrics that often. I might write a hook or two, but I'll write like the chord progressions and the placement of the arrangements.
Okay. Well, I gotta be sure to follow you because I'm looking for a videographer.
Okay. Yeah.
My first choice is because who's your photographer? You got somebody else, but
we got 3 photographers. Videographer.
Not so much.
I have
yes
a videographer.
No. I mean,
I got some videographers.
I don't know.
I have everyone.
Well, shout out to Robert Jacobs. He's a professional videographer. He's one of my professional photographers. Him and him. As far as photo shoots, shout out to Fawn the Skater. Yeah, we're looking forward to having you back in about 3-4 weeks. To be continued.
I might be getting my weekends back, so you might be seeing me at these photo shoots because I need to get some photo shoots in. It's about that time.
I think we all.
Yeah.
But you do videography.
Well, I do music production, but the guys at my studio, they do videography. So I can connect you with pretty much anybody.
He got a whole game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At these photo shoots, like I said, Robert Jacobs, Trina Fenwick, John Johnny. John Johnny is an up and coming videographer. He's actually in charge of our videographer on the Baltimore side with our documentary for the homeless.
Cool.
Yes.
Tiana's got to get one for the DC side. So I guess that's where you come in.
Yeah.
Because I know she wants to keep it within the family aspect. Mm-hmm. You know how she do. But and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. I'd rather work with someone that I'm familiar with versus someone that I'm not. You know what I mean? Whether you're professional or you're amateur. If you're amateur, you need to learn. You know, as long as it looks good, anyone can take a picture. Not everyone can take a photo. Anyone can take a video. Can everyone record a documentary? It's 2 different things on so many different levels. It's a form of art. And if you don't understand that, then you don't understand when someone says, what were you looking at? Do you have the eye for this? Anyone can make a drawing. Can you make art out of that drawing?
Right.
You know what I mean?
It takes practice.
It had some level of deepness there. Some level.
Well, look at high school. You're required to take 4 art classes throughout your 4 years of high school, right?
I don't know if it's a requirement.
High school is so long.
Watch this. Yeah. I took 13 classes.
Okay, so you maxed out on the art.
Oh yeah, I can draw and do the black and white shadings. You want me to put some crayons, some oil, some paint? I will destroy, and you won't know what that is. But I could never get the hang of it. But the shading, the darks, and the lights, and the shadows, I can tear it up with the best of it. You know what I mean? What do you say? Stay in your lane. How about that?
Boom.
And I do.
Gym for the day already.
How about that? How about that?
But we are definitely about to go to break. We have to pay some of these bills. And while we are on break, make sure you tune into those commercials. If you would ever like to be advertised on Be Exposed Radio under Skylyne Radio Show, please reach out to us at SkylyneFoundation2016@gmail.com. And we will see you guys when we get back after these few messages.
Be Exposed Radio.
Yes.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do at one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way. Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them. But her son was so beautiful when she kissed him. Blame it on love, but nigga she could've died with. Destroyed the whole world and found out she was a side chick. The nigga loved his wife and it got hard to hide it. So when Gwen confronted him, he ain't even denied it. Her fault, depends on who you asking. She tried to be a stripper, but the tip out was taxing. Buying all the purses, trying to keep up with the fashion. And her mama hated baby sitting with a passion. She deserved better circumstances. A black queen, she should've been blessed with certain chances. Look down upon, getting all of hurting glances. Making men change up all the twerking stances. She never cried about the pain, only gritted her teeth. But most soldiers never get a flower or a wreath. She like G.I. Jane in the war with no relief. Don't recognize why killers was going through her beef. She said more prayers than the nun did. After seeing so much struggles with only one kid, the clinic said baby number 2 couldn't be undid. 9 months later, delivery and it's one big. But this time it was an older dude. But the shit happened so fast, she barely know the dude. Damn.
Exposed Radio.
Well, if you made them, take care of them.
Yeah, that's
period.
Real. Right. That's the real deal.
It's period.
Right. And all that old money shouldn't go toward this, money should go to, if the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week, you don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
Right.
You cannot dictate where that money goes, especially if the child ain't calling you about nothing. Now if the child calling you every week, then you can question about where the child support is going. But if every time you pick up the child, they look nice, they ain't complaining about nothing, why are you worrying about where the money go at?
It is what it is. Radio show.
Far into this unknown to find who we really are. Crash into something new and take a break from our broken heart. Talk with the hip, tell me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, try not to say too much. Let your love come down. If you wanna rule, there's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move, don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, be my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough, show enough, she couldn't. It's all for me, I know she couldn't. It's all for me, are. Crash into something new. Like a ballet banging up the car. Told me you kiss, told me you lie. I think we should go for another round.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're live.
You know we live, right?
We
That
are
was the
live.
song.
We are live. We are live. We are live. We are back. Oh my God, that was a very good funny.
Some of the best conversations happen offline.
It does, and it
trying to
happens
tell
to
you.
us every time. And then we get back live, and we be all discombobulated for a second
Pull it
because
together.
we gotta pull it together.
Pull it together.
But y'all missed what happened, but it's okay. That was hilarious. So I'm going to actually open up the floor for Drew so that we can actually discuss his journey and where he started as a pianist before he became a producer. What made you decide to pick up the piano?
Well, I was in high school. I was about 15, and my mom got me into taking lessons actually because she wanted me to play the church. So I started taking lessons, but I wasn't able to play the church right away because you got to be on point to play in church. Like if you know any church musicians,
Right.
So I started taking lessons and I didn't play the church, but around my neighborhood, basically when my friends found out that I was taking piano classes, they were like, "Oh, let's start a band." So we started a band like the next week. I barely knew how to play, and I had a keyboard, and we started a band, and like I didn't know what I was really doing, but we started getting shows and stuff out of nowhere, around the neighborhood, and that band was called what was it? Shut 'Em Down Band. That was the first band. SUB. That's when every band had like a three-letter acronym. And then, I was playing with the band. Then I played for a bunch of different bands. Let's see. I played for Shut 'Em Down. Then I played for KOD.
The names are funny.
And then
3 letters.
TMA, Too Much Attention. And then I played for a band that wasn't an acronym, New Vision Band. Was with them for a few years, and then we broke up. Then I started a band, Trail Band, and we were playing for a while. We broke up. It's so up and down with bands. Then I started playing with Changing Faces. After Changing Faces, I got with TCB, the Bounce Kings. And those are all the groups I pretty much played for over the course of like 15 years. And after I had been playing for about maybe like 3 or 4 years, maybe 5, I got into a church. So I played in my first church like one time, maybe like 2 years into me playing. But I really started playing like in church like 4 or 5 years later. One of the guys who I played keyboard with with KOB, he was at a church and they needed another keyboard player. So he invited me to his church, Pilgrim AME, and that's when I really started playing in church heavy, getting experience with the organ, and just really getting into gospel songs. And somewhere along there, I also started teaching. Tried to teach my little brother how to play, but he wasn't really too interested. So he didn't really stick with it. My sister ended up playing the cello, and and she also plays piano too. I've taught her a few times, and then a few years after I taught them, I ended up actually teaching seriously, and I started teaching kids. And I was teaching kids, teaching private lessons in their house, and also at different schools in like Montgomery County and Northern VA. With the before and after school program. So I got a lot of experience teaching in those years. Take it back a little. When I was still in high school, I took a class on production, and that pretty much introduced me to producing, and I kind of played and toyed with that. And then one of my friends became like an engineer, singer. He needed beats, so I started producing for him. and that's how I got into producing. So now I've been producing for a few years now, and yeah, look out for some new music dropping soon. You can follow me at Drew Keys Music. Look out for an EP coming soon and online classes coming soon.
Yes. And on that note, we have met that time where once again, you know, we always got to take short breaks and we got to come right on back. We'll be back after these few messages, guys, on BeExposedRadio.com.
Skylyne.
Listen to this flashback of Skylyne radio show.
So where we at? Where we talk about the effects and what's going on in these schools.
Yeah.
And what people don't understand. Just real briefly, I just want to talk a little bit about what people say bullying is or is not. So bullying comes in many forms. It's a teasing, it's the cyberbullying, it's the texting, it's the phone calls, it's the posting of pictures and people's personal information to pretty much cause them harm, to have them feel insecure. It's the sex assaults that people actually put out there. There are physical assaults, and there are mental assaults and emotional assaults. And what I like to remind individuals that any aggressive behavior towards anyone that is unwanted and unwarranted, and an individual asks you to stop. Let's stop there. Stop.
And they should be respecting that.
Respecting that and respecting yourself, because when you're able to respect another person, you're able to respect yourself. And the way that you're able to show that respect is that you know that you have a gift and you know you're uniquely made and that you matter, and then you also acknowledge that the next person beside you matters as well.
Right.
You know, and we lose that sometimes. Bullying is a behavior that underestimates the lives and legacy of you. I'm sure when they was bullying me, and I'm sure when they was bullying you, they didn't understand who you're going to become later on. I didn't know.
Right, because I'm popping. I can't All right, let me tell you, all those people who felt like they wanted to say whatever to me, look at me now. It's like, no, y'all don't understand, but I've been through some things, okay?
And you know what? No. I applaud you and I salute you, because a lot of times we do not take the time to say, I'm okay and I'm okay with me and there's nothing wrong with me and I'm amazing and I'm blessed and I'm strong and I matter.
Join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Skylyne Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop, Texaco, strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we're back. What's up, T?
I'm here, man.
What's up,
we
Drew?
didn't even have a
What
check-in. Like, we
What's up,
definitely
Rich?
missed the check-in.
Everything's good, baby.
I don't even know if we should even
Everything
do a
is
check-in.
good. Everything is gravy. God is fabulous. For all y'all that say God is good, I don't know
All
what
the
y'all did to
time.
make him mad, but my God is fabulous. I'm so blessed. What?
Yes.
I'll drink to that.
I am on the way to greatness, and things are happening.
This is gonna be Skylyne's year.
Definitely about to change a lot of things. I've been working on stuff for Skylyne while I'm sitting at home chilling, and it's definitely about to change a lot of things. And as soon as it changes, life is about to be happy. I'm about to get my weekends back. Like, I'm like this close. I'm so
About to
happy.
start
I'm
coming to
so
these photo
excited.
shoots, yo.
Yes, because I get my weekends back. You know, look. Sometimes one thing you got to know about me is that I go into grind time. And when I go into grind time, I don't care. Friends, everyone gets put to the side. It's all about that money for that time being. And I went into grind time. And I got a break because my insurance expires. And I didn't give him my new insurance yet because I didn't know that, you know, that was part of the process. But I'm also about to get a new job in the midst of this. So if I do that, then I don't have to go back. And I did exactly what I needed to do for like the past 4, 5, 6 months. And I'm excited. Definitely. How has your week been? What's your check-in looking like?
My week's been cool. I just started my work week actually today. I stayed, I stayed a little late, but it's all good. But yeah, other than that, when I was off, I got to work on some music. That I try to always work on music when I'm off, when I have some free time. So everything's good.
So how many hours a week you put in? What'd you say?
In the music?
Yeah.
Life just changed, so.
Yeah, like it used to probably be like maybe like 20, maybe. But my work schedule kind of switched up and doesn't allow me for as much time, nighttime with the music. Doesn't allow me for as much after hours time with music. But now I still try to keep it at least 10, at least 2 hours a day. I try to do something.
Gotcha. You're trying to find that balance.
Exactly.
Gotta have balance.
Okay.
Yep, gotta have that balance.
Balance makes the world go round.
Yep.
Balance does a lot of things. I don't know if it makes the world go round.
Libra gang, because we're
Libras always find that balance.
Right.
Libras find that balance always.
Okay.
How's your week been?
My week's been pretty good. A lot of good stuff going on. Living a Rich Life talk show is doing extremely well. That Martin Luther King was out there with Kwasi and Fume, went for Congress. The parade. Had some.
That's what everyone's been talking about in Baltimore. The parade
was pretty good. I'm a little disappointed, but But it'd be nice to hear some music from Drew and getting the parade, right?
Right. Maybe next year.
Right.
Yeah.
You never know. You got.
Look, we trying to put Drew on everything, okay?
Look, talk DJs.
Everything.
I actually did.
Look, you talk DJs about Drew. I'll talk DJs about me and Tiana doing a breakfast that morning for the homeless. Man, it can be a full day of giving back.
That would be.
And that's what Martin Luther King was about.
Exactly. Yeah. So my week was
a day of service.
It's been good between all that good stuff and being here today. So it's been a good week.
Nice.
Hump Wednesday.
Speaking of MLK, I found a video of his speech, the I Have a Dream speech, and I made like an instrumental that goes with it, and I kind of like looped the instrumental and have his speech playing over top of it, and I made like a video of that, and that's pretty cool. And I shared that on my page, and I thought it was pretty dope because I don't remember the last time I listened to the whole speech. So when I made that, I'm like, I actually sat there and I'm listening to it and reading along, and I'm like, okay, like.
Yes. So I've been following Drew and been a part. I don't know like where to even place myself in your life. But I've been a part of his life for like the last 5 years. And I'm bringing that up because I've actually seen a lot of things that Drew has done, from playing with Changing Faces to having his own performances where he's doing a solo performance somewhere, to birthday parties, to his own wedding. So what has been your favorite experience throughout all the performances that you have had? Because you've been a lot of places, you've done a lot of things.
It's just been a lot of notables.
Right.
One cool show with one group I forgot to mention. It's called the Go-Go Symphony, and with that group, it's pretty much kind of what it sounds like. We had a symphony orchestra, and we played go-go. So we had all the music notated, written out, classical music, but then we had Juju on the drums and other percussionists, and me on the keyboards, and another pianist. And we played at the on 8th Street at the Atlas Center a few times, and we did another gig where we was something that was on TV, I forgot where, but that was really interesting just to blend those two types of music, classical and go-go. That was dope. Let's see, with TCB, we've done a few shows out of town. We've done LA, we brought go to LA, and a lot of people from this area actually move out there, and like all the people that had moved out there came to support. TCB's also played in Miami, and we also played with Ari Lennox at the 930 Club. We need to hit Chicago. But we did a show in Atlanta where we opened for Ari, and at the 930 Club, she featured with us. Another dope. When I got married, I actually put a band together, and I was, we did solos. My wife didn't want me to play, but
I didn't want him to play.
You do understand that, though, right?
I didn't play too much. I just had to get up there a little bit.
Right. Okay.
That was cool. Done a lot of dope shows. Definitely other people's weddings as well. Being a solo pianist is always dope, where it's just me and I'm just setting the whole mood. Those shows are always dope too.
I think one of my favorite shows that Drew performed at had to be a TCB show, of course. But it was a new release of Power. I believe it was November.
True.
That had to be like my favorite one was November, and I think November came out in 2018. I don't think it came out in 2019.
It's every November is November.
But this 2019 November wasn't 2018. 2018 y'all had shows nonstop, but that's not important. 2018 is when y'all put out November. I remember that because. Yeah.
So can we hear where can we hear some of this material out there?
It's if you just search Drew Keys on any music platform, my stuff will come up. The latest release is called Keys Unplugged, where I'm pretty much it's just piano tracks. So it's no beats, no rappers, no anything. It's just straight piano tracks. Keys Unplugged, and you'll also find some singles on there that I produced. With beats on iTunes, Spotify, wherever. Just search Drew Keys, you'll find it. And on social media, it's Drew Keys Music, everything.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to check some of that out. I love music.
Appreciate it.
Any kind
Yeah,
of
we
music.
know.
Yeah. I love music.
What has been your favorite?
Oh, bless you.
Thank you, because I didn't even know that was happening.
When it's a sneeze, you usually don't know.
Right.
Back up off me. I was like in the middle of. Don't laugh at him.
We're laughing with you.
I know that was actually a very good moment, but I wasn't expecting a sneeze in the midst of all of that. Like I was. In the middle of the words. Like, come on now. It wasn't no warning. You know how when you sneeze, there's always like a warning somewhere.
And you always have
that
to
you about
close
to
your
sneeze.
eyes. You never notice that? No one sneezes, their eyes to be open because your eyes will pop out your eyes. I might have made that up.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. Did you see me like you?
But your eyes was closed.
I think so.
Just
like my eyes definitely
science.
closed.
That's science. You think about it. Your eyes will always be closed when you sneeze.
That's
but anyway,
definitely
it's pressure.
I digress. Exactly, it's pressure. I digress. We was talking music and pianos.
So what made you decide to actually create online classes?
So what made me decide to go online with classes, so a few years ago, we did, me and the AIM Society, the production company I'm part of, we had this thing going on called Tutorial Tuesdays, where me and another producer would take turns doing tutorial videos, and my videos would be on like how to play like any given like popular song that came out, and I like show you how to play it, show you the keys and all that good stuff, and play the song one time through. So we used to do that, and we kind of let that slide. That kind of faded off, but lately I've been getting really busy and I haven't had as much time to teach as I used to. So I feel like if I can get my courses online, that's a way to still be able to teach more without having to physically be there. So if I don't have all the time in the world to pull up and teach my students, I can make the class and, boom, learn online. So I'm definitely going to get back to Tutorial Tuesdays. I'll post on IG, on Instagram and YouTube. And package that class together, probably put it on like Coursera or like Skillshare or like one of those, so I can reach more people, because I don't want to just be local, I want to expand. You know, I have followers in like France and Italy, like Brazil. Like I want to be able to reach all of them too. Right. So
makes sense. You definitely social media.
If not this year, we're trying to do a European trip. You trying to go?
Yeah, I got family.
Because it ain't nothing like networking.
Exactly.
And if you know me, you know how I do.
Yeah.
I love networking.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Networking is the key to life. Because you don't know who you'll meet.
Facts.
Truth and facts all day.
Yo.
So you brought up social media, and of course, I would like to bring up social media because you actually do something on your social media, and you did something on your social media that kind of like changed the game a little bit for producers. I don't want to tell them, so I'm going to let you tell them. His Instagram, though, if you all want to get on his Instagram, it is @DrewKeysMusic. Yep. And I believe it's spelled like Drew Keys Music without like Z's and stuff, like the regular way.
Everything normal. It makes it easier. If I was spelling it with Z's and all these types of weird spellings, like it just would make it harder to find. So. Right. Yeah.
So recently, you can tell them what you did recently and how that worked out for you, because that's popular.
With collab videos. Yes. So there's a popular song right now. So I need to do a video, a tutorial for this song actually. But Roddy Ricch, The Box. It's a song. It's #1 right now on the Billboard. So a lot of times if I'm looking for a song, what I'll do a lot of times is I'll like do a piano cover of a song, record a video of it, and then like post it. Because people just like to hear things that they know. So I was learning that song, The Box by Roddy Ricch, and after I finished learning it, I was on IG and I saw Malik, dope drummer. He's a really good drummer from the area. He did a cover of the song, and I'm thinking, dang, I was just about to do that cover. And I'm like, I sent him a message. I'm like, yo, let's collab on this. And then he's like, cool. So he likes the message, and I'm like, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. So what I did was I went to the studio and recorded a video of me playing the same song, and recorded the piano in my program, and then I synced the video of me and him playing. So it's like a video stitch. We both playing the same song, and I've got the audio that sounds like it's produced. So then I post that and I share it with him. He posts it and he invites people to join, and then a violinist adds his parts to the video. So now it's 3 of us. It's the keys, snare drum, and the violinist. Marvelous Beats. He's the violinist. So he does his take on it, and then somebody else joins. A saxophone player joins. Isan, the producer, and he adds his video playing the sax, and then another guy joins onto the video. The DWT drummer, and he added like a whole drum set. So we basically had like a whole band just off of like a video collage, and we played the same song.
So we could see this at Drew Keys.
Yep, on Drew Keys Music.
Oh, okay. Yes, and Instagram. And this isn't the first time that he's actually did a collab like that. I think this was the first time for that kind of collab. But what he does, like he uses his social media to actually push his music, and he do it in different ways. Like his marketing plan and how he markets everything is just lit to me. So
appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're so welcome.
So you gotta do a music video?
He's probably done music video. He has done music videos.
Yeah, I do need I need a new music video. Yeah, I need a new music video for one of these new songs.
We got the models.
Bet. Yeah, I'm gonna do something crazy when I'm playing the piano somewhere.
All right.
With I don't know, something crazy with some models looking crazy with some crazy makeup or something, dancing. I don't know. Something just like
cosplay crazy. Because we got those too.
You got everything.
You want it, we got it. We ain't got it, we can find it.
True.
We gonna find it.
Just like
how about that? Nah, real talk.
Captivating.
All right, guys, we've made it once again. This is going to be the fastest 2 hours of your life. I should have gave you that warning. I kind of did it. But it's already about
45 minutes in.
9 o'clock. So we made it there. We have to pay some of these bills because I can't talk today.
Bills,
You have to pay
bills,
some of these
bills.
bills. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobile bills? And we'll be back after these few messages on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back, because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything, in order to go and beg these people for a job, because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes before I get past hello. So we need to eliminate that. And we need to eliminate that, and the way that we do that is employing ourselves and employing our brothers and sisters. And so that's our mission, is group economics, uplift ourselves, because I can't empower anyone until I empower myself, and change from just being willing, because it's in my heart and my passion to see my people succeed and see us do better and change the social order, because I know that we are not supposed to be on bottom. I understand who I was. I know I didn't fall out of the sky and land on a plantation. So when you have knowledge of self and you know who you are and what you come from, it's frustrating more than anything to see us in this position.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. live. Be exposed. Thank you very much.
They had nothing else to do.
So it was like, imagine that your late husband was actually your father. I can't imagine that, because that's disgusting.
Very much so.
And then I would have to clean my basement, because that's where my actual father resides right now. So, okay. The 60-year-old woman learned the truth about her husband, Percy, 6 years after he passed
Not
away.
Percy, though. Percy doesn't sound like that name.
Percy just sounds like a feminine boy.
Really?
Yeah.
But nobody told you
think
at
it?
no point.
Sound like
Like Percy. Look at Percy over there with his purse.
His name first.
Percy always switching.
And you just keep laughing at him.
That's a joke. What do you call it? What's the gay boy's name?
Percy.
Percy.
What are you doing, Percy? I don't even know what to say about this one. And I'm the one that said it. Oh my gosh, we're here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. The conversations can get deep. They can get out of this world. But we do them. BeExposedRadio.com. Talk Lately, the radio show.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're back. You know she don't pay attention.
But I'm here though. Like, I looked up just in time. I was ready.
You're always ready.
Oh,
I give you that.
Drew, would you like to drop your social media for everyone so that they can follow you?
Sure. Follow me at Drew Keys Music. That's on Instagram, Twitter, pretty much everything. Yeah, if you want to find my music on any of the music apps, just search Drew Keys, and yeah, I'll come up.
Yes, Drew Keys everything apparently.
Drew Keys everything, and yeah, I'll follow you back. So
He does follow back. He ain't all the way light skinned. But make sure you follow us. Shameless plug moment. This Saturday we are supposed to be feeding the homeless in DC. Hopefully this weather does its justice so that we don't have to reschedule again for the third time, because I don't think we're going to reschedule after this time.
It's trying to.
It's trying.
It's trying to. Now they're saying midday, early afternoon is going to clear up, which will do us justice. And we're still 3 days out, so it can still come earlier on Friday.
Yeah.
The mountains can also break it up. So God's on our side. God's gonna bless us. So come on out.
I hope so. So one thing that I do try to do with any of our events is I learned to stay out the rain, stay out the cold. You know, I'm trying to really learn to not do that to myself, because every time I decide to do that to myself, I catch the flu. So
Stop
I
getting the flu
cancel.
shot.
That's not good.
Stop getting it?
Do you get it?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna need you to
What
drink
I
more.
look like getting it?
Drink more.
Do you get the flu shot? No.
I don't get that poison in my. I don't put that poison in my body.
I'm trying to be like you. Not
I
get
just
the flu.
drink.
How many times did you have the flu? Like
I
last
get the
year?
flu once a year.
Once a year.
Like.
And
so,
how do you know it's the flu? Like you go to the doctor and they be like, it's the flu.
She
Man,
ain't had
it
a flu.
hurts.
She had upper respiratory infection.
No, I had the flu too. Don't sleep.
She had
It hurts.
upper respiratory
You always
infection.
know you
I've
got
had
the
it 5
flu
times.
because it hurt. And then like the upper respiratory infection, you're still able to move. It just hurts to cough.
It
But
hurts
the
to do
flu,
anything.
It takes you out.
And it takes a
like,
lot out of you. I've had it 5. I had it 5 times in 8 years.
Really? I don't think I've ever had
I stopped
the flu.
smoking and I ain't had it since.
Oh, well,
I get the flu at least once a year. I can actually tell you like to the dates of when I got it and why I got it each time. So I know exactly what I do every time I get the flu. You know, it's being out in the rain first, but you know,
don't be out
it's
in the
cold.
rain.
I'm not doing that
And if
anymore.
you are, you got to make sure you got like some protection, like
Get your rain jacket.
Yeah, man.
Jacket, umbrella.
But
something.
I had on a jacket the last time. I think it was just too wet, and it was the difference between the location in which I was in and when I stepped outside. Like the sweat part and the rain part. I think that's the part that kind of like.
Because you opened up your pores when you were sweating, and then you got exposed to the elements.
Yep. Right.
Gotta do it. But yeah.
Right.
Make sure you take your vitamins. That helps too.
Yes, Drew is very big on vitamins and self-care. Shouts out to wife Jamie, because she does this.
Yep.
Jamie's the
Self-care is the best care.
It rubs off. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had self-care. Ever since, handful of my lady friends jumped all up in my... Yeah. Self-care, man, I'm enjoying this. Like,
you gotta take care of yourself.
This is what self-care is? Man.
Yeah.
But
you gotta take care
every
of
time,
yourself.
look, I'm not one to take naps. I take naps faithfully.
Yeah.
And every time I wake up, I say everyone's name. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
True.
Because if it wasn't for y'all digging at me and me ended up in the hospital, I'd probably still be at the same boat. Ripping and running, ripping and running, ripping and running. She hit me up. Where you at? Baltimore. She hit me up. Where you at? Here. What you doing? This. What you doing? That.
He would never sit down. You know how
That's
I don't sit
that's
down.
how I am too. Well, I was, but I've been trying to find balance, and if I can get a quick second to just rest, even if I don't actually take a nap and fall asleep,
Just relax.
Just sit
You know what I
still for a
mean?
while, like
It's
chill.
amazing.
Yeah. Yep.
This is true. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're not there just yet. I know for like me, I had to start learning self-care. I put it on a vision board, and I've been learning ever since. Like the master of relaxing, I still haven't managed it. Why are you looking at me like that? I actually had a vision board party too recently. We'll talk about that when we
Did you
get
get your
back
invite? I didn't get mine.
It was a
Well, I knew about it.
yeah, but you know about everything. You knew about it.
I knew
so
about
don't
it because
say
you put it on.
About to
Hey, if
say,
you didn't
don't
get your
say
invite,
it.
let me know. Latoya was like, I ain't getting mine. I'm going to inbox
Right.
you.
Real quick.
I ain't get mine. I guess I should have said something.
Yeah.
Well, initially, my vision board party was for all women, and then I decided to open it up to men. So that's what happened. So back up off me because, all right, because I knew that was what was going to happen. But I decided that I'm not going to host any more like big vision board parties. I'm just going to keep it within the ones who just keep showing up because no one else wants to come. So I ain't about to keep spending all my money on other people. I'm going to start making it real exclusive because exclusivity is where it's
All
at.
you got to do is say $20 or you can drink. They'll come.
And it was all you could drink. Do you know how much wine I had this weekend? I had so much wine this weekend. Thank you, Vision Board Party. I probably have like one bottle left. And on that note, I was not drinking it by myself. Anyways, and on that note, guys, we will have to come back after these few messages. Thank you for filling in for our first hour. You know, we have to come back for our second hour. At the top of the hour, we'll have more to discuss with Drew Keys on BeExposedRadio.com.
Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. So no matter what you up, you gotta go hard. Don't let it. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, that's cause my father dead. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen it's less than all your friends. But it a joke because your mother was a crackhead. Older sister hoeing off, giving all the homies head. I could wait for your response, but they let her hear me talk, so I just wait for the applause. I always knew that I was great, I got them haters so appalled. I'ma make it out the darkness, and my word is my bond. Delivering these bars while I'm gripping on my balls. Jealous niggas hate to see you succeed, so fuck them all. I'm the master of my destiny, nigga, you not in charge. You either on your grind or in the way, so get lost. Be a man of everything you say you stand for. Lead your people by example, being hands-on. If you're back against the wall, then get your mash on. Fix your vision on the future like it's fast forward. The world is yours in due time, ain't gotta ask for it. I'm from the school of hard knocks, I took a crash course. Shit be stressful, my nigga, that's why I'm getting high. But that's life, and it's the code that I live by. And you know how it is, where we at, nigga. They say money can't buy happiness, but I be happy as a bitch when I can have dinner. Learn from your losses or you end up like the last nigga. I fall off, I bounce back, I really come from the dirt. But if you wanna make it happen, gotta put in the work. The word will kick you when you down, and I know this shit hurt. And it's crazy cause your family is shit on you first. My sister stabbed me in my chest, I had a hole in my shirt. I never said a prayer for her on my way to the hearse. I died twice that night, man, I'm just happy to be here. And shit like that is the reason I never be scared. Was drifting through the smoke in the field, I couldn't see clear. It's deeper than the rap, I'm where the bottom of the sea is. Was trying to make it happen till I happen to ball. It's all mind over matter, the fuck the matter with y'all, huh? Be a man of everything you say you stand for. Lead your people by example, being hands-on. If you're back against the wall, then get your mash on. Fix your vision on the future like it's fast forward. The world is yours in due time, ain't gotta ask for it. I'm from the school of hard knocks, I took a crash course. Shit be stressful, my nigga, that's why I'm getting high. But that's life, and it's the code that I live by.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Like that. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And we are back.
In the nick of time.
Literally in the nick of time.
He was like, can you make it? Applause is up. Can you make it?
Right, you made it. I'm glad you're here. Right before we went on break, guys, we were talking about self-care and the meaning of taking care of yourself and why it's important to take care of yourself and the different things you do to, like, Take care of yourself. Yo, that was funny. You didn't see it, but that was funny.
We'll play it back.
We'll get there.
Look,
We can't play it
you
back.
got about
'cause
one
it's
more
live.
again. You've been getting real slick today.
Whatever. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Back to self-care. Again, shouts out to Jamie. Jamie, I hope you're watching our show because this part is all dedicated to you. Self-care that's actually another reason as to how, weirdly enough, me and Drew became friends. Because, like, I used to go to his house for my self-care days. Because, I needed it, a little bit of sage, some music, art. Speaking of art, so there is different things that he does. Because, see, like, there's so many things that I could talk about that you've done and that you have done because,
I forgot some
like,
stuff.
yes. What he did forget is him and his wife do a collaboration between art and music where you can tell him because I'm not about to tell your whole story.
One of the things we did, we made like a kind of music video. So I did a remix to a song. What song was it? It was a remix to Angel of Mine, and that's out on my SoundCloud. If you check my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Drew Keys Music, you'll find a EP called Keys Mix, and that's where I do all the remixes. Where I do samples and then flip the samples, like mainly 90s samples. But so she made a video where she basically like drew on her iPad and like drew different figures and then kind of did a replay of what she drew and then made it like match the song, the remix I made. So we put that out on YouTube and definitely gonna be doing more of those soon. What else? Sometimes I'll make a video where I'm just like playing the keys and like her artwork might be behind me or just like the visuals because she's a painter. She does graphic design, like all that stuff, visual art.
She's lit.
Yeah.
She makes jewelry. She makes
I was
shoes.
waiting for that to come.
I was trying to hold it in.
Yep, she makes jewelry. She makes everything. Basically.
Yeah, she makes her own clothes. She does everything. She taught us self-care. She taught us self-care. One of the things that she also does is she's a creative and he's a creative, and like the collaboration between both of them is kind of cool to like watch because it's not like normal things that they do, and it just be lit. Like I appreciate them as friends for real.
So she got a clothing line?
She actually does.
She has a brand. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm like everybody else. I'm right-handed.
Okay.
There's only about 3% of the world that's left-handed.
Well,
watch this. Both my parents are both left-handed.
Oh wow.
True. What are the odds?
And the crazy thing, since you brought that up, if you ever really pay attention to society, whenever someone has a foot, ankle problem, whatever hand they write with, it's always the opposite leg. Balance.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That makes sense to be balanced.
My dad broke his ankle. He's left-handed. It was his right ankle. I'm right-handed. I broke my left ankle.
Dang.
It's crazy.
When I was young, I broke my left wrist, and I'm right-handed. But, the point I was bringing up was she has a line of shirts called Left Hand Tribe. So if you were left-handed, I'd tell you to check it out. But yeah, she makes jewelry more than clothing.
We'll check it out regardless, because that's what we do here. We support.
Y'all can follow her at Jane was here. No, that's a personal. At Jane Creates.
Yes, JAINE Creates.
Send me that.
Yes, I will definitely. I put everyone I put on. I definitely will send you.
So.
I wish she was here today.
That's our key.
It would have been great to have both of you guys here today.
Oh, yeah.
For our artist collab on our show.
That's our link in for our clothing line.
Yeah, we already talked about this.
Well,
Jamie has all types of ideas for me.
All I know is you T the busy bee.
Look.
I know you be busy.
Look, that is one thing. That's actually how Jamie ended up teaching us self-care because we both were too busy for each other's lives. and we were like too busy for everyone else. So like she started making us do different things, like sit down and get your nails done, even though that's girl stuff. But like she makes him actually go to sleep.
I like having nice, clean nails.
Like it's different things that happen between us.
You got some questionable nails. Woman ain't gonna give you the time of day.
This is true.
Yo, your hands look all kind of nasty and foul. Get away from me.
Yeah,
Just
you gotta take care of yourself.
Got to.
Definitely.
First appearance will make you or break you.
This is true.
That's what I try to tell my son. You have to take pride in your appearance because ain't nobody gonna do it for you.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
gotta pick yourself up.
Back on this music thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you could change and you could pick a different instrument outside of piano, what would you have gone with and why?
I probably would have went with guitar. Guitar is just dope. To me, it seems harder to play the guitar than the keys. Maybe because I learned piano first, but I don't know. I just like the expression the guitar gives you, and
I think
how
it
portable.
would be harder too.
And how portable it is. You know, you can just walk around. You just walk around with the backpack, get on a plane, whatever, take it out.
Keyboard or piano, either or.
Keyboard,
it's still
you
keys.
got it.
It's just like typing.
Exactly.
You're feeling with your fingers. Whereas strings, you got to do up here, down here, in the middle 3-4 times, back up here, back in the middle, back up here, back down, and you got to be quick with it for everything to blend.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It seems hard to me because like with the keyboard or the piano, there's a key for every note. So you know you have A through G, and you have a key for every letter. But on the guitar, you know you have A through G, and you know the notes in between, but you only have 5 strings. So to make all the notes, you gotta be doing all this, and with your other hand to make all the notes. With the piano, it's all there. It's in front of you. You just
now, since we're talking about the guitar, what's the difference between a regular guitar and a double guitar?
You know what?
A double guitar. Double guitar has double strings, but you don't really see people playing that much. But you know,
it's more back in the day.
Yeah.
You mean double neck?
What's
I
a
don't
double
know.
neck
I don't
guitar?
know. I don't know nothing about guitars.
Double neck guitars have 2 necks. Usually it's a 12-string neck and a 6-string neck.
Okay.
Or even sometimes you'll even see a bass neck and a 6-string neck.
Okay.
Way more strings. It seems way harder to me. I'm not a guitar player.
Really.
I play a little guitar, but I'm not a
really.
guitarist.
12 strings is just as easy as 6 strings. All you do is double the strings.
If you know him. Yeah, I guess if you know
That's
him.
what he does.
Oh, you play guitar?
Yeah, I just found that out today.
Yeah, I play a little guitar. I mean, when I learned to teach with one of the teaching companies I worked with, they had us teaching in schools. They had us teaching a few different instruments. So some of the classes, we'd be teaching piano, guitar, violin, or the snare drum at any given class, or all at once. So I had to learn how to play all of those actually, but you know.
I definitely was about to ask what all the instruments you knew how to play.
Oh, that was the next
all
question.
the way expose you.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, so keyboard was first. Then I guess the drums, played the drums a little bit when, you know, just when I got the chance to in between band practice and stuff, and at the church a little bit. And then when I started teaching all those instruments, the first one I really gravitated to was the guitar. So, you know, I got okay at that. And then also the violin, had to learn the violin. And then in the classes we taught the snare drum. So it wasn't the whole drum set, but it was just like, it's like a big snare drum like this. It was kind of funny because like there would be like kindergartners and first graders with this big, huge snare drum, and they'd have to wear it on their back, and they'd be waddling down the hall trying to make the class about to fall over. Like, it was funny. But yeah, those are the main instruments that I can think of right now. And I want to get a bass guitar. Actually, I need that for the studio. The bass, I feel like it's easier because you're most of the time you're only playing one note at a time, whereas guitar you're playing multiple strings, playing chords. But with the bass, you know, I can play one note at a time. I feel like I can kind of nail that easier. just off by the feeling, just by listening. I'm playing by ear.
This is true. No.
Well, he's saying that because he's a guitarist, but me as a pianist, it would be easier for me to focus on one note at a time for an instrument that I don't really play.
Right.
So,
this is
because when I do play the guitar, I mean, I know a few chords. I don't know all the chords I know on the piano, but it's easier for me to just freestyle, like on one note at a time. I might be losing some people that's not really into music, but I don't know. I'm trying not to get too deep. But yeah, I feel like it's easier to freestyle when I'm just playing one note at a time, for me at least. So.
Okay.
I played the flute and the piccolo for 10 years.
Fun
Did
fact.
you? It did. Fun fact. It counts my whole life because I still have a flute and a piccolo that sits at home.
When you gonna bring it out?
Look, that was one of the things we were supposed to do too.
Bring them out.
I need to actually get my flute fixed, and I kind of like.
What's wrong with it?
It one of the notes is broke. Yeah, one of the pieces at the end.
I know a place where you can take it out and fix it for you.
For real?
Not too far away.
Okay.
Music shop.
Okay. It's real. Like I kind of want to get back into. I know. I want to get back into playing music again. The only thing is.
Playing the flute.
The flute and the piccolo.
What's the piccolo?
It's a smaller flute.
So it's a flute.
No, it's a piccolo.
All right.
Like, it's like.
It's a flute.
We're not going. All right, stop playing with me.
Nah. It's a dwarf flute.
It's a dwarf flute. What I don't like is you playing with my instrument in such ways.
not.
I'm very passionate about my music
playing
life, okay?
with a paper clip.
Piccolo.
Oh, y'all gotta go. Goodbye. We're not friends.
That's the green dude, all Dragon Ball Z. His name's Piccolo.
Yes.
Another fact for y'all that'll be useful someday in life.
Right. So that you.
But not today.
I don't remember what I was about to say because you made me forget.
Commercial.
No, we're not. We still have time.
Oh, okay. I thought we were supposed to be going to commercial.
Piccolo. A lot of 30 seconds.
See, told you.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Right. We're going to finish talking about these instruments, though. Y'all, thank you guys for tuning in. Shouts out to James and Jamie for tuning in with us. Shouts out to Damo for pulling up on us today. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back after these few messages on BeExposedRadio.com.
First they love you, then desert you. Leave with a plate full with no spoon. Ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste. I've been bad, burned, then fucked over. But remain strong through the Passover. Kicking haters out of the way like masked over. Roll up, sip something, let it pass over. Who would I be? It ain't the man to me to let the next man take advantage of me. When that storm come, don't pan I see. Get with it, not without it, then you'll see. I peep the haters, they know I'm greater. That's why they buzzing for the elevator. But I can't save you, the weed too loud on the pedal stool. Don't carry fakers, always got your hand out demanding favors. When I just looked out, now you need more paper. I can't breathe, give me 3 feet. I never let y'all be the death of me. When my patients run that, yeah, nigga OT. Cause they wanna see me down like I'm NCT. 6 words, get the fuck away from me. Say I help you out if you can help yourself. I keep the G till I DIE. Now excuse me while I get back to PC. HOP ain't losing sleep while your third eye always on me. I'm stacking green just to feed the team. My boo, she know that I'm king when chasing my dream. These niggas it seems I rip them, trash them, then put on new jeans. See the problem is, man, you know.
White keys only have this bitch jumping.
Okay. If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah. Rebel rap. If
I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoke before, but I'm in my head, I'm in the bed. Don't know who I am, like I'm wearing a mask. Work the mode, tell 'em where the cash. If you wear the cash, tell 'em where the cash. If you play it for you gon' run it back. I'ma make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. Now it's all over and the curtains back. Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crack. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about it, things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter. Why you crazy about it? Saying whatever, you shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too. Yeah, you know I ride. You know I ride, and you know you ride for me too. Yeah, you know I. Look, you like getting that hit for real. When it's me and Murray, just us, we chill. I'm in a rush to get off to get you. Never ever had to floss to get you. Pay the dues that it cost to kiss you. Rug burns on the carpet with you.
Oh yeah. Come on, dog. Told us in it. Had to dedicate this to the homie out of New Orleans. Break. Said she wanna bump that. You wanna do it? Go ahead, do it. I sit around. I sit around. I sit around.
You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. So deeply wounded, but don't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. So you just sit there and you suffer in silence. Your pride won't let you just uncover your secret. Don't wanna look weak in your image, it ain't worth losing. So you just act as if it's nothing happening. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we are back. Another break full of jokes.
It wasn't jokes. It was derogatory comment.
It wasn't a derogatory comment. It was a real question. So
that ain't going
let's
nowhere.
start here.
It ain't going nowhere.
It's not. This is real. So
I'm about to tell her pull harder so it feel good. I like pain. I mean, you just yank that joke. Yes, the beard is real.
All right.
Beard got more body than women got body.
Yes.
I got nicer hair than half the women have on their head. It's a lot of maintenance. This right here, I've been growing it for 17 months.
Yes.
It's an extra 45 minutes due to maintenance in the bathroom. I can find 45 minutes worth of things to do better with my time than to be playing with hair.
You're passionate.
But it is what it is. I usually cut it off at 15 months. I've always wanted to grow it out for 2 years. I'm at month 17. So I got 7 more months to go. When I hit 24 months, I'm gonna do a vote. And if it's unanimous to cut it off, the beard will be coming off. But it'll only be off for about a month. If that long, because
so yes,
down to the face.
He's done it before, but then it grows back automatically, like almost when.
I can cut it off. I can cut it off tonight.
During the break was funny.
You see me in a year, you'd be like, "No, I thought you cut your beard off last year." Yeah, it'll be that long, that quick. It grows fast.
Yes.
Because I got the secret. There's secrets to this. I can't let the rabbit out the hat though.
Self-care secrets.
Yeah.
Oh, Drew,
That's
why
all
did
I'ma
you do
say.
that to me? I was definitely about to light you up. Like, wait until we get off camera.
That's all I'm gonna say. I wash it twice a day. I condition it every other day.
Ooh.
Take a lot. I take a lot of. I give my beard a lot of love. We'll just say that. I do extracurricular activities with it, but you know.
That leads you to not being able to talk. Woo! Got a little tongue tied over there, I see. So Drew, you actually just started growing your beard. That's where we were trying to get to.
Oh yeah.
He had a goatee for the longest time.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
And then there's secrets. Your man's
Yeah,
asked, "What's the secret,
What's
man?"
the secret?
Because he says your
he
beard.
wants to know.
Yes.
He wants to
So
know
the
your
one that
secret.
asked.
He's trying to get his jump like yours. He's like, what's the secret?
So the one that asks if your beard is weird has asked, "What's the secret?"
3 times a week, twice on Sunday.
And what's that?
I can't say that because this is a PG. This is a PG radio show.
Well, Drew, do you have any on growing this beard?
I've just been using hair products. I got the Shea Moisture for men's line. So I got the beard shampoo, and I also got the oil, the beard oil, and the pomade. So I use all 3 of those, and that's been working.
They water based?
Or
do you know?
I couldn't tell you.
No chemical goes in my hair, in my beard. None. Period.
It's probably not water based, and it's probably
If it's not water based, I'm not interested.
True.
It's most likely oil based because it's shea butter. I mean, it's shea moisture.
Probably.
But you never know.
Yeah, I don't know.
In this country, you never know. Can't put nothing past this country.
So, Drew, in the midst of self-care and talking about beards, what is one thing that you do that actually like trademarks who you are? Because I know a lot of people know you, but what is one thing that you do to trademark who you are within your music and within yourself?
Well, people always know when they think of me, they always know, okay, Drew Keys. Like, it's just hand in hand. Like, you know, people think that's my last name when it's actually not. But so whenever I do anything, you know, I always try to throw like that musicality in it. Whenever I'm producing, you know, I always try to, you know, make it be known that, you know, it's not just like a regular beat. Like, you know, you hear some music in it, you hear some piano, you hear like some blues runs or something like that. And, you know, when I'm playing, you know, I have that style that's, you know, it's kind of like a gospel R&B kind of sound, you know, and it's kind of like my trademark. Also, as far as like, I guess, with my hair, when I get my haircuts, I always, my barber, shout out the God Barber, he always does like parts on the left side. That's my good side. So I get he always does like random designs. So like I get the fade cut all around, then he does the design on the left side. Sometimes he goes crazy, sometimes it's chill, but it's always something on the left side. I think we're gonna be in another barber competition soon. I was the model last time, and he did like some crazy design like all over. So, you know, I pretty much keep that same haircut. Yeah, and as far as my sound, like, yeah, it's like a mixture of like kind of like R&B, trap, gospel, go-go, like all of that kind of into one. That's like kind of my sound, you know, of course with the keys. So
definitely. So we're making it towards another break.
True.
Another one?
Yes,
Just
another
came
one.
back.
Speaking of another one, you know DJ Khaled had another baby?
Another one.
Ain't got nothing to do with me, so I don't care.
I know, but like DJ Khaled and children, the way that he raised the side, it's just like they're like.
What's he got, a herd?
No, he only has 2 kids. He's 43 years old.
He puts in the studio.
Yeah, he puts him in the studio, and whatever sound that he makes, he's going to make money off of it. He has his own, I believe, he might have his own clothing line.
Who, Asad?
Yeah, or something. He has his own
he's an
something.
executive producer.
Yeah.
Like one.
Right. Don't know what buttons he pushing, but he gonna push something over there. But he definitely, DJ Khaled has definitely had his second son.
Speaking of
so shouts
entertainment,
out to him.
y'all seen Bad Boy?
No, we haven't, but can we talk about that when we get back after these few messages?
Sure
Because
sure
it's definitely about that time. We about to go to break, you know. Give us about 2-3 minutes and we'll be back. We got to pay some bills on BigSpaceRadio.com.
Is what it is. Radio show.
Go ahead. All right, listen. All right, say situation. Cause I keep telling y'all, it's different situations in the child support thing. You can't just pinpoint one thing. You can't just say, "Oh, here did be. That's why you're on child support." Oh, he this. That's why you're on child support. Oh, she this. That's why she on child support. No, sometimes it could just go off of. Oh, I just called him and asked him, can he pay for the pictures? He ain't want to pay for the pictures. I'm taking his ass downtown. Yup.
Well, you got to know. Know who you dating.
Hold up.
You just like
I just called her. I just called her and asked could she just get Junior some shoes. She couldn't even get him no church shoes. I'm taking her ass downtown. Now when you go downtown, you go down there and you get $500. Right. Now you mad because you getting $500, and now you really ain't getting no shoes for Junior or Lord CC because you getting $500 now. Right.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, if you're a good father or a good mother, and you paying child support, right? You still gonna go ahead and do all that because
hold up.
It's just what it is.
Hold on, and that's another situation.
Right.
But you know what that creates? Now when we at the party. Mommy and Daddy ain't even down there speaking to each other. Cause Daddy done paid for the party and he done came out of pocket this month with $600.
Right, that's your child.
Be mad. Listen. He shouldn't be mad, but he also has another child with his wife.
That's on him.
Okay,
go ahead.
He got another child with his wife.
Okay.
Right. And you're taking away from them. And they taking away
Well, he should have kept it in his pants.
Exactly.
Should have kept it in his pants. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Stop complaining.
You on some whole, he on some whole other shit over here. He on some whole other shit. I'm gonna tell him.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Look at you breaking your glasses.
I can't wait till my new ones come in because these things right here, I as much as I want to say I'm getting rid of them, I'm not. They'll be my backup joints.
We're back. We probably are back.
We are back. You ain't here?
Oh, we are back. I didn't even know we were back. I mean, oh, I hate. Oh, I used to hate that word. Oh my goodness! Like, why are we going on a bike wherever we're going back to? Like, what bike are we on? Anyways.
It's spelled BYKE.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really a bike.
Nope, not at all.
It's a big.
We got 30 minutes left of the show, guys. I told
How
you it's
about
the fastest 2 hours of your life. Never thought it moved this fast, did you? You'll be home in no time. What else can we talk about?
Let's talk about sports.
Oh, you know what? We can talk about sports a little bit.
Does anyone know the latest with the Houston Astros? Because that thing has gotten all the way wide open. And I don't care what no one says. What's up, Mr. Producer? What's your input? What's your opinion?
Right, I think you gotta come in here.
You were found completely not in a court of law, but you were found completely guilty in the eyes of the law that you cheated, stealing this, stealing that. The World Series in 2017 should have been the Yankees versus the Dodgers, not the Houston Astros. People getting fired left and right. People getting thrown out of baseball. Pete Rose has even gotten involved. Was like, "Yo, you gotta bring me back."
So
now.
what they do exactly?
They cheated. They were stealing. They were illegally recording baseball signs that the catchers were doing. Not one time, and then they had a trash can in the dugout beating on it every time the catcher would throw a sign at the pitcher.
Big cheat.
You ever been cheated out of something in that way? That's a lot of cheating. Like I don't think I don't think I've ever would have experienced being cheated out of something that way. That's a lot of cheating. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like
That's a lot, yo.
That's a lot of conspiring that you had to do within yourself. Like, let's sit this down. Like, who's going to do what? We're going to come up with a plan, and we're going to win the series. Like, y'all cheating ass. Excuse my French.
See, sometimes we slip. Sometimes,
but
not all the time.
You want to know who else treats that did not make it to the playoffs, and which I'm proud about? We're about to change the gears just a little bit.
New
the
England
Patriots. How you know, Sway?
Did y'all hear that they insulted him on a contract?
Who?
I heard Tom Brady been.
I heard he might leave.
Exercising his right to leave.
Honestly,
that's gonna be weird. Honestly, it's gonna be weird with him.
He's not winning a championship anywhere else unless he goes to the Raiders because they're going to Vegas. That's the only way he's gonna win another championship.
You think so? I think it was time for Brady to sit down. I
He
think it's time
needs
for
to
the
find a
Mannings to
corner
sit
and
down.
sit down. That's what he needed to do.
I think it's time for them to sit down.
time
Who
for
else? Roethlisberger, he needs to sit down because he gets beat up too much.
Who is that?
He was a quarterback for the Steelers.
Phillip Rivers is completely done with San Diego.
It's a lot of people who've been retiring early too.
The guy from Carolina Panthers.
They're trying to have they put in their work. They want to fall back. But you know what let me down? Who let me down? The Ravens. Like I went to my boys, my man's house, and he had a whole watch party, right, for the game, and it was just like we there watching. Yo.
I couldn't believe the Ravens went out like that.
And like, nah, it was real bad when a running back started throwing the ball, and I'm just like, what? He threw one like this. That was like, what's going on? And then there was somebody that had a sign. They came. The sign said, "We came all the way from Hawaii to watch this game," and I'm like,
"Oh no!"
I'm sorry.
Right? I'm like, "Damn, y'all came from Hawaii
That's
to
painful.
watch an L? Like that's
a lot of L's."
And the crazy thing is, at the beginning of the game, when that first interception happened, I said, "Here goes the beginning of the story of what's going to happen today." Like they couldn't get nothing going. I don't care what no one said. It ain't LBJ's fault. Everyone's like, why you keep saying LBJ?
Yeah.
Ain't he the best quarterback in the league? I mean, come on now. Get a man a little bit of credit. He did a whole lot with a whole lot of no guarantees. Possibilities, but no guarantees.
Right. We got to give Lamar.
There ain't no big name superstar on that team. None. Including him.
Like
he's probably the biggest name on that team now. And he's going to be until the end of his career.
Yeah.
We got to give him.
I ain't seen no one run like that since Vic, honestly.
Right.
Did you think
Vic was on the team too? So it's like, is that just the team that just bred those kind of people?
As a team, though.
Lamar Jackson's a beast.
As
he got
a team,
me all
though.
the fantasy. Help me win this championship. Number one.
Trying to tell you.
Yes.
Look at all the records they broke.
Man.
As a team, I commend the Baltimore Ravens. They did a lot. At the beginning, they were probably one of the biggest underdog teams in the league. Like I said, you don't have a big name on your team. You don't have a big individual career stats wise in any position, including Lamar. But now you can't take nothing away from that team.
Yeah,
Sleep on them if you want to. I think Lamar Jackson had entirely too much rest. I think he should have played bare minimum the first half of week 17 because you're going to have the bye. That's 2 weeks rest. 3 weeks rest, I don't think you need it. You're not hurt.
True. It's too much time.
I think, and this is only my opinion, if it was my team, I'd say the same thing if they took a L with the same scenario that it happened with the Ravens. I think they were overconfident, and I think they didn't practice for the Titans. I think they practiced for Kansas City. And I'm not the only one that said that. So don't hold that on me. But again, I'm proud of a team that came from nothing and took it all the way there. I mean, they weren't just beating teams. They were rolling over teams. So watch out for them next year because they got a little bit more experience. For all the haters, don't do that to Lamar. He's not a choke artist. He's young. What did your quarterback do? I'll tell you what mine did. He ain't get us to the playoffs. How about that? I'm a Chicago Bears fan. Everybody knows that.
We're not going to talk about the Redskins either.
We got a quarterback controversy.
We can talk about the
Yes,
Redskins.
we can, because y'all finally got rid of some folks that you needed to get rid of.
Right, but now we still stuck with the same owner. He needs to go. We need a new name. We need to do everything.
Honestly, it's a curse. They got to change the name.
You think it's the name?
I think so.
But it's crazy because, you know, I actually went back and saw some statistics of like the last time we actually made it to the playoffs, which was in 2013.
I think it's just the coaching and the ownership.
I think it's the ownership, and I think it's the coaching too, especially with the last guy. But one thing they did do, so Carolina fired a coach after they played the Redskins because the Redskins won. And then the Redskins picked them up. Like, yes, you... Like, that is so funny to me. Like, for real, like, how does that work? But then at the same time, do what you got to do, man. If one team going to fire you, another team going to hire you, and you better go back. My only thing is that since you hired this coach, he better go back and he better do numbers when it comes to the defense. I believe it's the defense coordinator that he was hired for. Yes, I really watch football. I really be in it, as you can tell. Like, really be in it.
So you know who's going to be the pitfall in your division now?
The Giants?
Yup.
Oh, yeah, the Giants are always the one thing I can say is always.
I think Dallas should have kept him. I thought he was a good coach. You're not a Dallas fan, are you?
No, he's a Redskins.
I know you're not. I thought he was a good coach. My neighbor and my dad, they're Dallas fans, and they were
feel like honestly,
thought he was a good coach. Why? Because the Bears beat up on him? Yeah. I thought he was a fabulous coach.
Honestly,
I got a kick out of that game.
I feel like if you from DC and you're not a Redskins fan and you're a Cowboys fan, something wrong with you. Like,
well, I found out
like
why.
How?
I found out why it's a lot of Cowboys fans. Actually, someone told me, an old head. Basically, you know, when the teams were first starting up, the Cowboys were like one of the first teams to let African Americans play on the team. So that's why it goes back to there. So it's like, you know, somebody's father or someone was a fan back in the day. Then it's like, oh, they grew up in the house with, okay, their father liked the team because of how inclusive they were at the beginning. So that's why I heard it's a lot of Cowboys fans. But
they're one of the only teams that allow second chances. Jerry Jones don't care. If you're good, I'll give you a chance. I don't care what the NFL says. I don't care what the fans say. I don't care what society says. You don't deserve another chance, but I'll give you one if you're that good and you're worth it. You know what I mean? My father, on the other hand, being a military man, what made my dad become a Dallas fan was one person, Roger Staubach. I don't know what the story is. I've heard tidbits. I heard he served in the Navy. I heard he went to the Naval Academy, and I heard the NFL try to pick him up, and he declined to serve in the United States Navy. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. I told you that's what she was gonna do. I don't know why she waited till now. She should have did it then. Oh yeah, she cold, Joe. Her nickname Icebox, Joe.
Nah, I'm feeling it too, but I'm just like, you know, I'm just gonna be cool. But I feel the chill.
I couldn't take it no more. I couldn't take it no more.
I'm from Chicago, yo.
You like, oh yeah.
I don't like the cold.
But you used to it.
But this ain't cold. I mean, I feel it.
Yeah, but it's like,
I'm not moving. So if we had a 3-hour show, in another hour, I'd be cold. Because I feel it starting to come on. I'm proud of you though.
Yeah, I made it to 9:40.
Right.
We only got 20 minutes left.
Dude, last year, her and Fawn, by 8:45, or at the time it was 7 to 9. By 7:45, oh man, they starting to bundle up real quick.
Keep it on.
Man, look. So I remember.
That's a nice scarf.
Wrap that around your neck.
Thank you. Hi, Jamie.
Good quality.
It is.
You're gonna smell like me in a minute.
I'll be warm. This really matters.
Look, it's your style and everything. He about to take it home. Like,
where you get this down from?
I can't. I don't tell no one where I shop. Because if I see you with the same thing, I'm throwing it away. Trust.
Yeah,
I've done it before.
Don't shop at well-known stores then. That's gonna happen all the time. When I used to get stuff from like, if I ever got something from Express or not Express, not H&M, I would always see someone with the same thing on, and I'm like, I'm not.
I don't shop at Express, H&M, Nordstrom, Lord & Taylor.
no, I just go thrifting.
True.
Fifth Queen,
Thrifting.
yo.
We went thrifting up in Philly, actually.
Yeah, we took a trip to Philly, a random trip to Philly. The next time we decide to take that trip.
Got some cheesesteaks.
Yes. Next time we do
that where you had the cheesesteak, y'all?
Yes, it said Philly me, please. I was in Philly.
Don't invite nobody.
What is that new saying when people be like, blank me, please? Like, where does that come from?
I don't know. I just felt like I was in Philly and it was a Philly cheesesteak, and like Philly me please made people know that I was in Philly eating a Philly cheesesteak.
No, I get it, but I'm just saying it's like a thing where it's mostly that women would do, and they'll just be like, insert any phrase, blank me please. Like, it's just like a thing.
Speaking of Philly, shout out to Stilts, Cherie English, aka Gianna, or however you pronounce her sidekick name. She's gonna be in the Philly area, I believe.
You know, Philly's only 2 hours away.
Month, hour and a half.
Let's pull up and hop out. I forgot where I was for the moment. But I definitely would pull up and hop out.
If we can't get her to come down here, I'd like to try to do something up there.
Okay.
Because I know she's going to go somewhere and turn up.
So one thing that I do ask.
So let us know, Cherie. Hit me up. Let me know what's up.
Is the next time we go thrifting. I mean, not the next time we go thrifting. When we decide to go back to Philly, right?
I'm going.
We got to go earlier. So we can like actually experience the city. Because we didn't get to experience the city. We did go thrifting. That's where this shirt came from.
And I'm not driving next time.
And you're not driving.
I mean, the drive wasn't too bad. But
it wasn't, but you did it by yourself. So I know it was irritating.
Next time.
You didn't have to do it by yourself. You decided to.
The thing was, I felt like we was in a car longer than we was in Philly. We actually was, because we ain't go early enough and we came back the same day. So we were driving.
We got to get Pierre involved. I gotta go. We can do a walk around city, feed the homeless, give them lunch bags, and then do what we do. Definitely go find someplace, get some pizza or some subs. I want Philly cheesesteak. I'm from Chicago. I'm not pressed about no one else's pizza.
I gotta go to Chicago.
I want
y'all known for the
Philly
deep dishes, right?
Huh?
Y'all known for the deep dish pizzas, right? Yeah, I definitely gotta go to Chicago get a deep dish.
See,
if you're not worried about any type of food, we're known for our burgers, our pizza, our subs, our hot dogs. What else?
I'm not gonna lie. So, we're about to go on break. Dang, I couldn't even talk about the experience of Philly because within the first 5 minutes,
that was it.
That's all we needed.
Philly me, please.
Yes. That's exactly like the first 5 minutes was all we needed there, and get the Philly cheesesteak, and it was just like
trying to get them oils off.
Man, what? They was working hard on them oils, and then they. It was just funny. I definitely enjoyed myself out there. I want to go again, but I want to go earlier in the day so I can like actually experience it.
You want to plan it?
We can, but
I can hit
have
up.
to wait.
I can hit up the Block. Shout out to the nonprofit organization, the Block in Philly. Me, T, both of us, one of us, will definitely be contacting you within the next few days to try to plan a Feed the Homeless event. We definitely want to get up with y'all. It's been a couple years since we've been up there and did our thing with y'all and walk around town feeding the homeless with lunch bags. But on that note, let's pay these bills. Let's go to commercial. This is BeExposedRadio.com. Skylyne.
The times when we cared for one another, we shared the same respect. What is happening? We're trading what's important for shiny things. I can't allow this blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Don't lose yourself, stay on track. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. Full of the things that we've overcome. Full of unspoken battles we won. You're so much better than that. Sometimes the truth ain't always catchy as rap. Stop chasing cheese or you'll get stuck in a trap. Go get your crown and never render it back. No. Why would you treat yourself like that? We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. You're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. You're way too gifted to stop and listen. It's condescending, not to mention all of our ignorance. Is their permission to? Like that, with a drink to pull up like that. Well, baby,
Skirt, 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 skirt. Start, skirt, 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 start. I be up in the way. 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 Running on my face. Gucci guilty on my face. I be up in the way. T-shirt answers me. I get off on the way that she answers me. First time saw her, I knew she was the one for me. Ever since then, we've been vibing on some chemistry. It's just a matter of time. I know she feeling my vibe. I got the keys to the ride.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we are live. This is our last segment of our show. Once again, this is the fastest 2 hours of your life, and we have made it to the end. I would like to thank you, Drew, for coming on the show today. I appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all for having me. Shout out to Skylyne.
Anytime you want to come back.
Pull up, hop out.
Bring your artists, bring your proteges, bring other guests.
Cool.
Our house is your house.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to The Rich Life for being our a pop-up special guest co-host.
Yes.
We thank you, Rich. Shout outs. Dave & Buster's, Subway, Popeyes. Y'all had that chicken sandwich yet?
Nope.
I haven't either because I don't eat fast food.
I had it. It wasn't really, I mean, it was good, but the way people was acting crazy over it was like not that serious.
Right, like who told you?
Shout out to D Chase. Shout out to Stand Up Baltimore.
Aw.
Shout out to Miss Be Inspired Global. Shout out to Empowerment Essence. Shout out to Eric. Down in
Ernie's Plates.
Ernie's Plates.
Shouts out to Ernie's Plates. Shouts out to Jolliffe Easy and Tasty Jolliffe Rice. Shouts out to The Green Within.
The Green with them.
Yeah, shouts out to the Cocoon Effect. And all of our other partners. Oh, Empowerment Essence.
Shout
Drew.
out to all the bartenders, to all the
Shouts out to
servers.
you too. But thank you
Shout out
for
to
everyone
all of
that has been
y'all.
tuning in. Yes, you got any
Shout
shouts out? Who you want to shout out?
I'll shout out my wife Jamie.
I was definitely
she
about
should
to
be
say
watching.
Jamie.
Shout out AIM Society, my production crew, the studio. Shout out the Bounce Beat Kings, TCB. Shout out everybody that's been supporting me. Anybody that likes anything I post, shares it. Anyone that tunes in, checks me out. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody I've worked with, collab with. Shout out to everyone.
And once again, how can they get in contact with you?
You can get in contact with me on social media at Drew Keys Music. Everything's spelled correctly because I don't do funny spelling. So
What's wrong with funny spelling, yo?
it makes it harder for people to find. I feel like
Trying to say Skylyne spelled funny, yo.
Look, I think I did mistype it. Where I tried to
Everyone does.
I tried to type in an I, and then I'm
Like how you got the name in front of you and you still spell Skyline?
Yeah, but nah, y'all cool.
It is what it
but,
is.
Yeah, Drew Keys Music on any app, iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever. Just search Drew Keys. I'll pop up. Facebook, Drew Keys. There's Drew Keys everywhere. Everything, Drew Keys Music.
Shout out to two of our future special guests coming up later next month and sometime this spring. Miss April and Miss Joy. If you have to know their last name, then you have no idea who I'm talking about, so it don't really matter. But if you know them, you know why. And you know why we're trying to get them on this show. Shout out to, once again, Fawn the Skater. We look forward to having her back as our special guest co-host next month. She been busy. Shout out to Fawn. She doing big things over there. She got a cleaning thing now, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
she's doing big things. I've had a couple people hit me up. Hey, this, whatever, and the third. You know any professional cleaners? Yep, sure do. Here's all the information. Here's the flyer. Got any questions? Bam. Oh, and she's in charge of sales at such and such. Yeah, here's that flyer. Yep. Shout out to Vaughn. She's doing big things. She just got back from Tampa from Soul Roll 2020. She's big time in the roller skating.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I do a little something on the skates.
She's sick with it.
You can roller
her
skate
skate
too?
family is sick with it.
Ooh.
I got the opportunity back in December to go actually see her in person.
Oh yeah,
skate, and I was like, I was just,
she's doing it.
I was
tricks
memorized,
and everything.
yo. I was like, yo, there
turn
go my
around,
hips,
skating.
my ACLs, my ankles. Yeah, I think I fell and bust my head wide open on that one.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
she's sick with it.
Yeah,
she's sick with it.
Skating is pretty dope.
Yes. All right, guys, we got 1 minute left. Thank you guys for tuning in. For everyone that has been tuning in, I appreciate you guys once again. This Saturday is Feed the Homeless DC. We had to reschedule because of the rain. If we have to do it again, we probably won't have one for the rest of this month. But we will let you know by at least tomorrow afternoon what we decide to do for Feed the Homeless. I would really love to feed them, though. I have a lot of clothes in my house.
I got a lot
I
of
need
clothes.
to get them out.
I got a lot of food that I had to turn around and freeze that I've already cooked.
So I probably got some clothes too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
my stuff.
Drew is actually very consistent when it comes to not feeding the homeless, when it comes to donating to me.
We appreciate that.
Yes, I definitely appreciate it. Like, he definitely has looked out a couple times. So for everyone that has been tuning in, make sure you follow us on Skylyne _foundation on Instagram at Skylyne _foundation _ 2016. It's SKYLYNE. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at TEY _ the Busy Bee. Make sure you follow Mark on Instagram at Skylyne Mark, SKYLYNE _ Mark. And make sure you follow Drew Keys. Keep up with his music. Subscribe to all of his YouTube channels, to SoundCloud, to Spinrilla. Are you on Spinrilla?
I'm on everything.
Yes,
Drew Keys,
on
everything.
Apple. Yeah,
I'm
I find
everywhere.
everything.
Man, I'm on record. I'm everywhere. I might be in your MP3 player.
Oh yes, Size Game.
I might be.
Let's get it.
I might be on LimeWire. You never know.
Yes.
Like, go take it back.
Shout
like,
out to the Lime. You gonna find them on MySpace too?
Right. I might be on I don't even know my MySpace. But Black Planet, Zanga. You don't even know about Zanga.
Is Black Planet still around?
I don't know about Zanga.
I don't know. I'm everywhere.
On that note, on that note, guys, we will definitely catch you guys next week, next Wednesday, same time, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll be back. We won't be back till next week. See you guys later.
BeExposedRadio.com.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man.